She started out life as, well, many different things, but she had a scientific medical training as a registered nurse. She worked in emergency rooms, intensive care units, and went into rescuing other creatures, our friends the dolphins and whales, in the Gulf of Mexico when the oil, whatever that's called, oil well was just spewing up horrible stuff over and over again. She helped lead dolphins away from some of the most polluted areas by going on a boat and coaching them how to get out of the problems that she was aware of. Well, that tells you enough to get us started. So Cyndie, I'm going to turn it over to you because there's no way to summarize all of this lady's facets, and she'll tell you the important ones after enough bubbles are in the air.
Do I have to do this for an hour?
What does a squirrel have to do with dolphins? Well, the squirrel in me acknowledges the squirrel in you. Because we're all squirrels, and none of us have to be perfect. Thank God. I would like to start by acknowledging some people, okay? Didn't know that was coming, did you? I would like to fully acknowledge, Linda, could you and David please stand up? Yeah. When I died in 1999, and the circumstances aren't important, but what is important is I went to the light, and I came back through the void, and I came back with no veils. And I was already a dolphin before then. I was even more of a dolphin after that. I couldn't find the light, and if it wasn't for these two people that taught me how to find the light and bring it to me, I wouldn't be standing here. And there would be a lot of dolphins not on this planet. So, thank you very much. Another person that I would love to acknowledge, and I know she's here hiding somewhere, I wrote the book Bubbles and Billy Sandwalker. My main character is an autistic child. I identify with that. Because the problem with autistic children is they have no filters. And neither do I. I can reach them when no one else can. I can go find people in comas. I do channeling and mediumship work, which is not anything special in this crowd because there's so many wonderful people that are doing that. So, but I know that Bambi changed the future of the deer, and I'm so hoping that Bubbles and Billy will educate the children and the adults as to who the dolphins really are. So Lane put 42 illustrations in there, bless her heart, and she provided the bubbles. So she'll come in a little while. Positive energy can heal the universe is the message we're trying to get out to everyone. And I'd like to fully acknowledge her. Anne. I was so astounded when you called me. I couldn't even imagine how, for someone who was living on tuna fish and crackers, how it was going to get here. And there were so many miracles that lined up to get me here and to get every single person here that I would like to fully acknowledge Anne. And also, because of Anne and her bringing to the attention of me of the golden rays, the stingrays that were going a little nuts, she got a whole chapter in the book. So she was my inspiration for that, as many people have been. I am a member of Radical Joy for Hard Times, because one of the things that I realized when I was in the middle of the oil spill and everything around me was not very pleasant, I had to learn to love the oil. And, oh my goodness, what a change. An organization found me called Radical Joy for Hard Times, which dolphins are all about joy. And so we started doing these events. I had already been doing events called the beach activations. Okay? What the beach activations are is I connect with the Blue Diamond Mountains since I grew up in Arkansas. And I bring the blue star energies through the mountains and connect with them and use all the crystals in every single beach across the world as my antenna to connect with the crystal grid and send love and healing to the water. And I'd like for you to show that real quick if you don't mind. I got some really cool pictures on my table if you want to come by and see them, because one day my guides told me to point the camera up. Uh-oh. Well, you need to go back. There you go. Not yet. They're very short. This is the beach at Navarre, where my pod lives. I'm actually a bottlenose. And this is what they showed me. These are actually frequencies that have not been on this planet before, that we're bringing in from source. And I was pretty astonished. Can y'all feel the frequencies from that? And you should see them in person. And you're going to get to, because we're doing a beach activation here tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow at 8. And there's going to be people participating all the way across the world.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8 infinity. Okay, get it? Also, I have been approached in the last couple of weeks. I do more things accidentally than most people do on purpose. I don't know how. But I was chosen. They're going to have a cyber world, a virtual world. It's called Cyber One. You can get the information on Facebook. We're going to be doing virtual classes. And I'm going to be doing Ascension Reiki. I'm going to be doing a my Seas system. I just got poked. Thanks, guys. Which is the Spiritual Energy Ascension Systems. I've been told to teach this. I don't want to. It's very dry. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it fun. And I have a rule: if it ain't fun, I ain't doing it. Oh, I need to do a pre-warning. If anybody's easily offended, now's the time to leave. Because I can guarantee you I can do it. And quickly. Because I use humor a lot. Okay? Thank God I live in Mississippi. In the middle of the Bible Belt, where they value people who are crazy. They bring you out and show you off. So if you don't mind, could you show the I did a film that, a really short one, first one I've ever done, for Radical Joy of Hard Times. Okay, Radical Joy for Hard Times, and I asked Linda Shea to tell me about Love Heals and Joy Transforms. Yeah, that ought to play. Play. Yeah, the slideshow's great. I'm not attached to it. Okay, a wise dolphin once told me we can't solve the problems by using the same kind of thinking that we created them with. Got to have a higher point of view. My website is Wow. Okay, that's not right. This is my new book. My guides are such tricksters. This is the cover to my Easy Read book version that's just coming out in 3 weeks. I did not mean to show this because this is enough about me. But okay, this is the message we're trying to get out. Positive energy can heal the universe. Okay? Now, I have a policy, okay? You can talk for 10 minutes, and after that, you better know something. And I can know it all day long, and it doesn't count till you know it. Okay? I don't want to be the most intelligent dolphin in the room because we're in trouble. If that, in fact, is the case. So what I would like for you to do is, if there's an empty chair beside you, by the way, y'all have my deepest admiration. Oh my gosh. Y'all have sat in these chairs. I can't do it. I would have both legs over my head and spinning by this time. But y'all are so great. So now we're going to get up and now we're going to play. And this is the greatest timing in the world, Anne, because after this we get to dance. So everybody get up, move your chairs to the edge of the room. This is your first test. So, the first thing, oh, I love that. Hey, did y'all notice that as soon as we started blowing bubbles, the whole room transformed? How cool is that? So the first thing we're going to do, I used to teach Ascension Reiki in Mississippi. The first time I did it, they threw my butt out. Okay? So I ran off with my boat captain, and I lived on a sailboat for 5 years. I thought that was the greatest punishment ever. After I got back, my guides told me that I was going to teach Ascension Reiki in the middle of the Bible Belt. Okay? I went, I ain't doing it. Just like I'm going through with the seas thing right now. You know, they're telling me, we want you to do this book, we want you to do that. Nope, ain't doing it. Okay, I'll be doing it in about 6 months, you'll see. But anyway, when I started teaching 350 people in the state of Mississippi Ascension Reiki, I thought, I have these moments of brilliance. Unfortunately, they last 2 seconds. And I think I'm the smartest person in the world, and then I find out everybody else is doing it too. But I came up with it on my own because there is a wealth of information out there. All we got to do is tune into it, and all kinds of people will come up with the same idea. Okay? So I started doing bubbles. And the way that, here, this is your part. Thank you, dear. Okay. The way that you do this is, I want everybody pick out the person next to them, like 1, 2. Okay? You're going to need to put that down for right now. It's okay. You can have them back, I promise. So, pick the person next. I am known as Padma, okay? Which is really a play on words because wasn't that one of the Star Wars people? Padme? Yeah, I'm actually her in another planet. Yeah, she was amazing. Unfortunately, didn't she get killed?
She died.
Yeah. I think they smashed her or something. It happened. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Okay, so pick the person next to you, and you're going to put your hands out about this far. Everybody. And by the way, I see energy, so no child left behind. So, there you go. Good job. This is your first test.
We're supposed to face each other?
You can face each other, yeah. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands out because everybody needs to look at me first. And then you're going to bring them in gradually. And pretty soon you're going to feel like a pressure. And I know there's a lot of energy workers in here that are going to get it right away. Okay? Because I didn't come up with this. The universe did. And what I want you to do is, Linda, you want to come here? You can do it. Don't worry, your bubble will come with you everywhere you go. So what we're going to do is, after we get our bubble, you're going to choose which one goes first, and then you're going to, and I always said this in Reiki class, you're going to cut your balls in half. You're going to go slow. You're going to go slow, and your job is to observe. Is there a difference when I'm in between her hands? Where does it start? Where does it stop? There's no good or bad